thoughts and your feelings and emotions not very real. Every day I wake up, it's getting more like a killer, a big killer. I walk in this smoke and keep it real. I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just keep us in the street for so long. And I can even get myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guarantee you gon' choke. Cause rain, man, this shit ain't no joke. We'll never lose hope cause we tapped in. Stuck in the wheel, and the system got us strapped in. Ain't fucked up, but we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I been feeling like this for so long.
How could you sleep? Stop in the face, you ain't gotta reach. All you gotta do is listen to me pipe down. I'm about to teach, this in the air, like I'm about to preach. Smelling the skin, the man had a dream about from a boy to a man to a king man. And this feeling in the best about the ring. More EINs and LLCs for the family trees. And the picture with a little more product for me. Since I planted some seeds, I'm thinking for three. I got some enemies, I'm on my god the evil. But they more mojo like Boston. DNA, unlikely. Producing the product for profit. Just being honest, they want me honest. I like the comment, she's so astonished. Hey, she lives in the come out of garments. You was some straight to get back to some money. For real.
I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just kill us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guarantee you gon' choke. Cause the rain, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope cause we tapped in. Stuck in the wheel, till the system got us strapped in. Ain't fucked up, but we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I been feeling like this for so long.
I forget all the shit that they told me. Come to think about it, I don't even think I know me. All my people getting shot by the police. Could've been me, so I'ma let my soul speak. For the ones who came, for the ones who lost. These niggas crossing all people just to be a boss. I'm choosing love with the evil eye, never cross. And all my people should get deeper when you find it out. I want to see this so protect because it's coming out. If I can change your mind, you can have it all. Always time, all the time, on the flash screen. Fuck, back in, fuck the vaccine. Cause I'm going full speed, gotta kiss me. Ride till the wheels fall off, I gotta X me. And the motor is in play like controllers. And them green lines can't be shaking like a soda. Tell myself that I'm tripping. Truth is hard like a nigga get a whooping. Nigga, I'm too solid, hell nah, I ain't dripping. MJ status now, nigga, I ain't pippin'. Breaking loose, loud, and safe in the gutter. Spit straight face, nigga, I'm my brother. Talking God talk, I'm a man like gutter. Got the cold flow, ripping niggas out the gutter.
Really, I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just kill us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guarantee you gon' choke. Cause the rain, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope cause we tapped in. Stuck in the wheel till the system got us strapped in. Ain't fucked up, but we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I been feeling like this for so long.
Top X, Hebrews, purity, and becoming one. If there's ever a time that we should be focused on purity and becoming one, is right now. And that sense of urgency is getting greater by the moment. Hebrews, we always give it about 10 minutes to see if any brews gonna come up in here, because YouTube does not like to send out notifications. They just don't. So we give it a couple of more minutes to see if any brothers or sisters gonna slide through. Hit the like button on your way in the door, and you should consider this video a audio only recording. Hit the like button, Hebrew.
And it makes real spill. Trying to convince you that your thoughts and your feelings and emotions are very real. Every day I wake up, it's getting more like a kid, a big kid. I walk in this smoke and keep it real. I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like the shit not real. Like, how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just give us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So I'm walking in smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause it's running, man, this shit ain't no joke. Like, we'll never lose hope cause we tap in. Stuck in the wheel, the system got us strapped in. Ain't for nothing, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long.
How could you be asleep? Standing your face, you ain't gotta reach. All you gotta do is listen to me pipe down. I'm about to teach, listen to Anna. I'm about to preach, man, in the scared. The man that had a dream about from a boy to a man to a king, man. And this feeling the bell about to ring. More EINs and LLCs for the family tree. To the preacher, a little more proud of me. Since I'm planning some seeds, I'm taking for 3. I got some meanings, I'm on my drive to evil. But they more mojo like Boston. DNA, unlocking. Producing the product for profit. Just me and honest, they want me honest. I like the comment, she's so astonished. Hey, she lives in the come on her gun. And me with some straight to get back to some money.
For real.
I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. Say it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like the shit not real. Like, how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just keep us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So I'm walking in smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause it's running, man, this shit ain't no joke. We'll never lose hope cause we tapped in. Still in the wheel till the system got us strapped in. Ain't for the hope, gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long.
I forget all the shit that they told me. Call to think about it, I don't even think I know me. All my people getting shot by the police. Could've been
Getting ready to get started at the 10-minute mark, Hebrew. Hit the like button as you come through the door to give your brothers and sisters a chance to know that we out here. Once again, you should consider this video a audio only recording. Hit that like button, Hebrew. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We're going to touch on a little bit of this tonight, this evening. And we're going to keep it real. I mean, the name of this channel is Mr. Real Talk. We're going to keep it real. We talk about real stuff, real topics, even the ones that are very uncomfortable. Talk about it all. The good, the bad, the ugly. Because we can't run from it. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run out here, Hebrew. And with that in mind, Hebrew, I want you to hit that like button right now and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. This is Mr. Real Talk, your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. That's what we got going on over here. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to just start off this video doing this, right? Because it's only right. It's only right that I do what I'm getting ready to do before we even get started. We got Hazelwood's in his house. And Hazelwood says, hey, Mr. Real Talk and the family. Blessings to all. Well, blessings right back to you, Hazel Woods, and blessings to each and every one of yous out there in these YouTube streets, in these YouTube lands, okay? Wherever you may find yourself in the earth right now. Because y'all know we scattered into all nations, are we not? Are we not scattered into all nations? Hazelwood says, at least I got the notifications today. All praises to the Most High God that you got it, Hazelwoods. And see, y'all, that's why sometimes, y'all, I can't just come right on and just start jumping right into whatever we talking about. Because YouTube, they don't like to show notifications. And YouTube, they'll let me be on here. They'll mess around, let me be on here for 30, 40, 50 minutes before they even let the family know that we live over here. That's why sometimes, y'all, it's not that I'm just stalling. Well, in a sense, I am stalling to see if any of our brothers and sisters gonna come up in here, because I know YouTube like to play a lot of games. So to compensate for those games that YouTube like to play, sometimes we gotta wait a little bit longer than we would like to before we get started. But now we up in here. Everybody, as you come through the door, so that YouTube will be kind of forced to show these notifications a little bit, hit that like button when y'all come in here, y'all. And that should help a little bit, even all the games they be playing. But what we are going to talk about today, or this evening, should I say, and I don't want to keep you guys long because it's the first day back to slavery for many of us. So, you know, we busy out here. It's been a long day. For some of us, it's going to be a long night. So I just want to touch on this a little bit. You guys, I know that some of you have heard about this. I know that some of you have heard about this. Now, just how many of you, I don't know. And if you have heard of it, it's a good chance, right, that you just either brushed it off, or number two, you said, man, I don't care nothing about all that kind of stuff. Or there's even a third possibility. You may say, brother, that's witchcraft, brother. That's sorcery, brother. Okay, so that's why I got to come out right now off the bat, and I got to lay down a disclaimer or two. I'm going to lay down however many disclaimers I feel I got to lay down in order for you guys to understand what I'm saying. Because make no mistake about it, family, because of all the lies that we've been fed, sometimes it can make it nearly impossible for us to get to the bottom of the truth, because we have people who are over top of us in this society who've spent trillions of dollars and who have engaged in actual witchcraft to make sure none of this stuff ever comes to light. And see, these people have done such high-level witchcraft on us that many of our people, they're never going to be able to come out of it. Many of our people are never going to be able to come out of idolatry. Many of our people are never going to be able to come out of the teachings of the so-called church. And that's all churches, whether that's Catholic Church, Christian Church. Many of our people are never going to be able to veer away from what the Catholics taught all of us, you guys. And what the Catholics taught us, what the so-called Caucasian people, if that's what you want to call them, right? Because these same people who, some people call these people the so-called white man, some people call them the so-called Caucasian. You have to understand, all of these names are made up names by the heathens, okay? That enables the heathens to hide information. It enables the heathens to hide identities. It enables them to perform high-level witchcraft, and you will never know that witchcraft is being performed on you. They do it, number one, they do it with the language. The English language is the most diabolical, satanic, ritualistic, just outright evil, manipulative language that you ever gonna run across. That's a form of sorcery right there. Believe it or not, Hebrews, there's different levels of witchcraft. Different levels, just like anything. You got low level, mid level, then high level. Then you got elite level, all-star level. I'm telling you, the people that run planet Earth, they've hoodwinked and bamboozled every one of us out there, including myself. Look, I've been more bamboozled than anybody, okay? That's why I know I've got to dig, and I've got to dig deep, okay? The treasures of the Most High, they're deep. Now, because of his love and his mercy for us, sometimes he lays things out. Everybody can grab a hold of it. But then sometimes he lays out things that not everybody can grab hold of. That doesn't mean that you're evil. That doesn't mean that you're wicked. But for whatever reason, it's the Most High God who gets to decide who gets to go further into the treasures, further into the mysteries, further into the layers. Because the scriptures have layers on them, you guys. I know you guys already know that. But sometimes new people pop up over here and they don't necessarily know these things. So we always got to assume that, at least to some degree, that this is everybody's first time hearing the kind of stuff that we talk about. So, sometimes you don't want to go too fast. You don't want to go too slow, because I know a lot of you guys out there already know some of these things I'm saying, but some people don't. So that's why, I want to try as best as I can to not leave any bruise behind. Okay? And look, even for them so-called Gentiles out there, the Gentiles out there that want to cleave to us, I know it's not many of them, but I'm trying to make sure I want to be a good example to the brothers and the sisters, and to the so-called Gentiles that want to cleave to us. I want to be a good example for myself. I want to be able to make sure that I know that I'm doing the right thing. And if any time that I come across an area or a situation where I see and I realize I can actually see it, because nobody's going to change if you don't see it. That's why we got to pray to the Most High for wisdom and knowledge and understanding so that we can see. If I see that something is incorrect, I'm going to try to correct it to the best of my ability if I can. Because I know, you guys, what's going to save us at the end of the day, at the end of the road, it's going to come down to one thing, y'all. Do we love Yahawah? Do we love Yahuwah? Do we love Yah, the Most High? And him only. Because if we love him, we're going to love his laws. And loving his laws means that we love him. If we love the Most High's laws, there's nothing that can stop us, you guys, in this life or the next. Okay? Now, coming up out of the Old Testament, Hazelwood says, Tarvex to you at Jason Edwards. That's right. Coming up out of the Old Testament, you guys, we have to know something. The Most High is a genius. The Most High God, Yahawah, he created the heavens and the earth and everything in between. When we look up into that glorious, beautiful sky every morning and every night, like now, it get dark early. So you can go outside right now, especially if you're on the East Coast in the house. You could go outside and just look outside right now, and it's pitch black out there. You can see the stars. You can see the constellations. Okay? Now here's where the church have influenced the whole earth. Because it's the Roman Catholic Church who governs the Christian church, by the way. The Roman Catholic Church governs every church, no matter what religion. And it's the Roman Catholic Church they've been the ones who have been able to decide everything when it comes to biblical terms. Whenever somebody wants to decide, hey, what books are we allowed to read and what books are we not allowed to read, it's always been the Roman Catholic Church who's decided that by their so-called canonization or lack thereof. You see that? It's been hundreds and hundreds of years. It's been thousands of years For the last 2,000 years, the Roman Catholic Church has been allowed to say, hey, brother, you can't read that book. You can't read the Apocrypha. You can't read the book of Enoch. You can't read the book of Jubilees. And if somebody says, well, why can't I read those books? We don't accept those books. Those books are not canonized. You see that? For the last 2,000 years, the Roman Catholic Church have decided what books are allowed to be read and what books are not. And for the most part, 99% of the people on planet Earth agree with the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church says you're not allowed to read the book of Enoch. So the whole world says, hey, you can't read the book of Enoch. God is going to get you. The Most High is going to kill you for reading Enoch. Hey, brother, you can't read 2nd Esdras. You can't read the book of Jasher. You're not allowed to read the book of Jubilees. You can't read the testament of the 12 patriarchs, brother. And if somebody said, why? You know what they say? Those books are not canonized, brother. We don't accept those books. Those books are not of the Most High. You know who's been telling you that? You get that from the Roman Catholic Church. Because for the last 2,000 years, the Roman Catholic Church is the one who gets to decide what books are allowed to be read. And not only that, they are the ones who get to decide what books mean, what this verse means, what that chapter means. For the last 2,000 years, that's the way it's been. We've had to fight an uphill battle to believe anything or have any kind of interpretation other than what the Roman Catholic Church has said. And that's why we get so much pushback. And I'm telling you right now, you think that we've been going against the church so far, you haven't seen nothing yet. Because believe it or not, Hebrew, it's the reason why we've been breaking away from what we've been taught. King David says, Tavex, studio section. Bring it out. Good to see you, Brother King David, and a good Tavex to you. Hope all is well. Jason Edwards says, Tavex at King David, Psalm 144. Good to have you on. That's right. And a big Tavex to every one of you in here. It's good to have every one of yous on. Family, this time that we're living in right now is so urgent and it's so paramount. And you know what? Nobody can stop this right now. Believe it or not, once again, I already gave the disclaimer, but I'm going to give it again because maybe we got somebody new that popped up in here. You guys, let me give a personal disclaimer. I hate witchcraft. I hate warlockism. What I'm telling you guys, don't have jack diddly poo to do with no witchcraft, no warlockism. But you know why I got to give that disclaimer? Number one, because we got new people that come here all the time. And number two, many of our people who actually worship the Most High and worship him only, we ourselves have been scared. We've been scared and held captive by the Roman Catholic Church doctrine. And you know what? The Roman Catholic Church doctrine is despicable. It's wicked, satanic. It's so many. I mean, we don't even have to go into why their doctrine is evil of the Roman Catholic Church. But one of their teachings, and it has been for the last 2,000 years, don't look up, brother. Don't look at the stars, brother. Don't look at the moon and the sun, brother. Don't try to figure things out. Don't try to figure out what they mean, brother. That's evil, brother. Brother, that's witchcraft, brother. Brother, if you want to look at the moon, if you want to study the moon and what it does, if you want to study the effect that the moon has on human and animal behavior as well as the earth, brother, that's evil, brother. Brother, don't look at the stars, brother. Don't look at the constellations, brother. That's evil, brother. Brother, why are you talking about Aquarius this, Virgo this? Brother, that's satanic, brother. You know where you get that stuff from? You get that from the Roman Catholic Church. And you know why you got that? They were able to do these things because of the knowledge that they hear from you. For the last 2,000 years, exactly probably like the last 2,100 years, we've been in the age of Pisces. Now, you know what? Just because I said the age of Pisces, you know what? the Roman Catholicism that's deeply embedded within many of our minds is going to kick in. Because you know what? All you know is what the heathens taught you. Just like what all I've been knowing. But I'm breaking away from what these damn heathens have been saying. To hell with these heathens. I'm going back to the old ways. Okay? And something that's been hid from us. We think that this stuff is evil because the damn church. Like the church got some kind of authority. The church only got authority when you are a follower of Christ, because every church belongs to Christ. So if you think that looking at the moon and the stars is evil, Hebrew, you have got to get rid of the last drop of Christ. The spirit of Christ in you is causing you to think that. And we're going to go into it out of the Old Testament. See, the Most High didn't mention these things for no reason. And we're going to get to it. King David says, Tabek said, Jason Edwards, to you and the others as well. That's right. Brother King David says, if the Most High did want us to see in the heavens, he would have never made it. Matter of fact, he said it's all of his only difference. The wicked worship it as power. Torah only use it as signs and etc. Cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. And so you know what? That's how I know. Sometimes I be saying, y'all, the Most High will throw out a thought. He will have a thought, right? And then he'll just speak that one thought, or he wants to get that one thought to the remnant. He'll say it one time. He'll throw it out into the frequency of the remnant, and all of us will get it. Because what King David just said, I was saying, you know what? I want to bring this out. And I literally almost forgot. I was about to forget. But King David saying what he just said. All praise to the Most High God. That's a sign and a wonder right there. Letting me know, letting anybody on this live chat know, y'all, the Most High is saying the same thing to a lot of us, y'all. But you will only realize it if somebody speaks on it. I meant to bring this out, right? I meant to start off by bringing this out. But hold up. Let me find this. Give me 1 second, Hebrew. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, Hebrew, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Here we go. Bring it out. Let me read what King David said again, so let me know. Let me know, and then let you guys know. Sometimes the Most High, he put this in my spirit. I've been feeling this, and every time I be thinking it, it always gets confirmed, just like right now. Sometimes the Most High can have a thought or a word that he wants to say. It's thousands of people on the earth, the remnant, right? Maybe millions, I don't know. I think more like thousands, but it could be millions of us. The Most High will think a thought or think a word that he wants to get to us. He'll drop that word one time, and that word will hit the frequency, and every last one of us who are in that Most High only frequency, we will get that word or that revelation or whatever it is. And I really do believe that that is going to play a key part, y'all. Like when the bottom falls out, when the bottom on this place falls all the way out and worldwide, and the power goes out, no electricity, no nothing, we're going to have to be moving on another level at that point, y'all. Spiritual, too, as the Christians always say. Spiritual, brother. We probably get turned up, y'all, at that time, at least to a degree. And especially what's going on right now, you guys, I'm telling you, you owe it to yourself to start looking into the age of Aquarius, as I'm getting ready to start doing. Because what I'm saying, y'all, oh my God. And look, anybody, once this video ends, once this live stream ends, go to the video description, right? I left a link to the song Age of Aquarius, right? This song probably came out like in the 1960s or something, y'all. You guys tell me what you think once you go and listen to that song. That song sounds like that song is a prophecy to me, y'all. And nobody can decide how the Most High get somebody to prophesy, whether you speak it like I'm speaking now or whether you sing it, okay? The Most High has even shown Gentiles prophecy in the Old Testament, okay? You think he can't do that now? It doesn't matter where the prophecy is coming from. If it's true, it's true. I left a link to the song Age of Aquarius in the video description. Once this live is over, I want you guys to go listen to that song, and then I want you to comment in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. Yeah, Hazelwood says the fifth dimension. Yes, you guys, I'm telling you, that joint sounds like a prophecy to me. When the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. Look, that just sounds like a song, right? And because none of us ever took time to think about it, because the damn Roman Catholic Church scared the shit out of everybody, everything that you should be tapped into, a lot of it, they told you, oh, that's evil, that's satanic, brother, you ought not look at the moon, brother. Are you out of your damn mind? And you know what? We coming into the age now. It couldn't be more fitting, the age of Aquarius. All that bullshit is going out of the window, and ain't nobody stopping this train. You know why? Because it's the age of Aquarius. Look, all these wicked people, they had their age. The age of Pisces, they had their age. And guys, typically, and see, I wouldn't have known this if I didn't start looking. I don't give a damn what the church got to say about shit no more. Like, they got some nerve. You done put everybody in slavery, raped, robbed, and killed everybody, stole everybody's identity, stole everybody's country. Now you think you got something right to teach me anything? You better take your dumb ass somewhere. You better get the hell away from here. We ain't buying it no more. You're full of it. Hazelwood says they tell us in music and movies. Yes, they do, Hazelwood. And before we get off of this live, I'm going to read the lyrics to that song. Age of Aquarius. I'm gonna read the lyrics, y'all. Look, I'm convinced that was a prophecy, and you know what? That prophecy is fitting for right now, you guys. And look, I know some of y'all out there, some of you guys out there have been feeling in your spirit. Look, for the last couple of months, maybe even a year or so, maybe even a year and a half or so, all the way up to now. A lot of you out there, you've been feeling a certain kind of way in your spirit, but you can't quite tell what it is. You can't quite tell what it is that got you so worked up or got you feeling however you feeling out there. Only you and the Most High knows it. But you know what? I'm willing to bet once you stop being afraid to go against what the church has taught us. And many of our people, we inherited these feelings and these ideologies, but we have yet to cast them all off. I'm telling you right now, in the age of Aquarius, those shackles are going to be broken off. And it's starting, like the Christians say, spiritual, brother. We are casting down every idol. We casting down every BS ideology. We getting rid of the thought. We are absolutely trashing the thought of don't read this, don't read that. That stuff, it has zero weight around here. And it ain't just on this channel. It's other brothers and sisters out there, because that's what time it is. That's that church stuff. That's that Catholic stuff. Don't read this, don't read that. In the last 2,000 years, the Catholics have decided everything that we can read and everything that we can't read. And everything that everybody believes about the Bible, you believe that because the Catholics told you that. Look, myself included. I'm telling you right now, from here on going forth, your mind, if you serving the Most High God and Him only, you are getting ready to shift into another place where everybody can't come. Just like the last 2,000 years, it was a certain kind of energy on the earth. If you guys can receive that and believe that, okay? And look, go figure. The last 2,000 years, 2,100 years or so, we was in a particular age. Look, so-called the age of Pisces. Also, the time when allegedly this JC guy walked the earth. Do you guys see where we going with this? For the last 2,000 years, there's been a certain kind of energy on this earth. And look, I can see some Hebrew out there right now. What are you talking about? You talking about Aquarius? You talking about Pisces? You talking about energy? Listen to me, Hebrew. This has nothing to do with so-called witchcraft or none of that. It is a shame I got to keep on saying that, but it's not a shame. And if I'm raising my voice, you guys, I'm not angry at all at any of you. I'm angry at the church, because the church is the one who sowed these lies in our heart. They have pried us away from our power and from our knowledge. And they called our knowledge and power evil and wicked. Meanwhile, whole time in the background, they're doing all kind of witchcraft and sorcery right in the background, but in your face at the same time, to such a high level you can't see. You think that it's evil to look up at the moon, to try to figure out what it means when the moon looks a certain way, to try to figure out what it means when the stars align in a certain way and form in a certain group. Somehow that's evil. And it's despicable. You know what? And look, think about this. You guys, so much stuff has been going on in the sky. Look, this last year alone, can we remember what happened on April the 8th? And look, how fitting that we are where we at right now. I said it back then, and other people said it too. After April the 8th, all bets are off. Look at where we were April the 8th, and look at where we are as a world right now. So many moving pieces, and once again, things going on in the heavens. Aquarius is merely a constellation in the sky. But you know why? You know why we are so afraid of that? You know why people are so afraid of that? Because the church told you it was evil. Give me 1 second, Hebrew. This is the verse that I meant to start off with. Genesis chapter 1, verse 14 through 15. And you know what? Back some months ago, this topic right here created quite a stir in all of Israel. In all of Israel. Now, with hindsight, looking back on this total solar eclipse that was on April the 8th, I know you guys out there can see how much that total solar eclipse affected planet Earth physically and spiritually. See, that's something that many of our people, but once again, because of the Roman Catholic Church, you will take something that is merely physical science, and because the church said no, that's magic, that's witchcraft, that's what you've been trained to say, so that's what you will say, and it will keep you from seeing what is really real. Check this out. Genesis 1, verse 14 through 15. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. Okay, now look, you see that? The main part I want to grab out of that is the top part, verse 14, the most of it. And God said, no, the Pope said, and God said, no, brother, deacon, bishop, pastor said, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, semicolon, and let them be for signs, comma, and for seasons, comma. Do you know what that means, Hebrew? That means the lights in the heavens. Guess what? Aquarius. Those are constellations. Those are lights in the heavens. Hebrew. You know what? I might have to start going back and doubling down on Genesis 1:14. I might have to start doubling back. You guys, Aquarius is a constellation. A constellation is a group of stars. Stars are lights in the firmament, you guys. Look what God said. Not the Pope, not the pastor, not the leader of the Hebrew Israelite camp, not nobody. This is what God said. This is what Yahawah himself said. Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. You guys, Aquarius are lights in the heavens. Aquarius are lights in the firmament. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament. Guess what? God is the one who said, let there be Aquarius. Aquarius is just the name of a group of lights. Do you guys see that? We got to shake this Catholic Christian crap out of our spirits, y'all. But don't worry, it will get shaken out. We shaking it out right here tonight. And you know what? It was even, some people gonna say it's already happened a few weeks ago. Some people saying it's happening right now. Some people saying it's happening a week or two from now. Some people say that literally tonight is the literal first night. Who knows? But one thing you know, you can feel it in your spirit. The transition is happening. Just like the last age we just coming out of, the last 2100 years, the age of Pisces. Everything doesn't happen in one night. Age is typically 2,100 years. And you're coming off of an age that you're just coming off of, and now you're about to go into a new one. And doesn't it make sense, Hebrew? Doesn't it make sense after the 400 years is over of your captivity? Now we get ready to switch into the age of Aquarius. And it's a different kind of energy. It's a different kind of theme. The last 2,000 years, there's been a certain kind of theme, has there not? All of us was born into the age of Pisces. Once again, get the filthy, stinking, heathen, pagan, Gentile, dog-like philosophies out of your heads, Hebrews. To hell with what the heathens and what they taught. Pisces is merely a constellation. It's a group of lights in the heavens. We got to start being able to see through these things. But you know what? Some of us are able to see through these things now, and it's going to increase. You know why? Because this the age of Aquarius. And y'all, I've been hearing about the so-called age of Aquarius since I was a kid. I didn't know nothing about it, didn't care nothing about it. I actually didn't care nothing about it until I started having my eyes open and seeing what the hell is really going on. They lie about everything. And look, I already know. You think I don't know it's going to be Hebrews out there that's going to be so angry that I'm even talking about the age of Aquarius? Because they're going to be triggered by the so-called white man's teaching. And look, I understand this. Because the so-called white man, look, he's done a number on humanity. I'm not mad at anybody out there who's been deceived and beguiled by his lies. I myself have been deceived and beguiled by his lies my whole life. That's why I thought somebody could die for my sins. Listening to the so-called white man. All right, everybody on planet Earth, and then check this out, and you should understand this. Everybody on planet Earth has been listening to the so-called white man for the last 2,000 years. Have they not? Have they not? So you think about this. In the age of Aquarius, nigga, what you think is going to be now? You're leaving the era, you're leaving the age that you just came out of, and you're shifting into another age. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, sound familiar? Let me see. Does this sound like the changing of the ages right here? Listen to this. Does this sound like the age of Aquarius? Does this sound like a changing of age? 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Y'all see that? Now, think about that. End of the world? No, the world will be here. End of the age. Somebody out there sees that. But you know what? I know that a lot of our people out there right now, they can't handle this kind of stuff right now because a lot of our people have not totally shaken off colonization, the religification, and the abuse that these Catholics and the so-called white man has afflicted upon humanity. Many of our people, they can't get out from under that. It's too painful. Our enemies have completely destroyed them. And I trust me, I understand. It's going to have to be the Most High. It's going to have to unveil to you what we're talking about right here. Now look, even though I just read to you, I'm going to read the top part again. Genesis 1 and verse 14. And God said, not the pastor, not your bishop, not your elder. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs. Do you hear that? And for seasons. You got physical signs, spiritual signs. Physical seasons, spiritual seasons. Don't you ever let a Catholic make you think that anything in this world is just one-sided. There's always two sides to it. You got the physical side, then you got the spiritual side. But you know why many of our people don't want to hear about the spiritual side? Because the church has made you think anything spiritual other than what they say is evil. That's why somebody out there thinks I'm evil right now. A lot of people clicked off of this video. You know why? You know what they're saying right now? Mr. Real Talk is a warlock. He's evil. Even though I just read to you, this is how strong the witchcraft is. And some of these people will be Old Testament only Hebrews. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. So that means the sun and the moon and the stars, and let them be for signs. That means that the sun, the moon, and the stars all show signs. And it says, and for seasons. That means the sun, the moon, and the stars all show seasons. Seasons and signs. But you know what? The church told you don't look at them. I'm telling you to hell with what the church said. I'm looking at them. And if you want to be wise, I would advise you to go against everything that the church is teaching you. So now that we got that out the way, biblical disclaimer. We believe in signs and seasons being shown in the lights in the firmament. Last I checked, Aquarius is a constellation. So see, I know that a lot of people out there, they're going to get mad that I'm bringing this out, but you can't get mad at facts. You can get mad at facts. I'm not allowed to get upset and angry at facts because I have to deal with reality. You guys out there, somebody out there can run from reality. I'm not allowed to run from reality. I have to deal with it. And the facts are Aquarius is nothing but a group of stars, a group of lights in the heavens, known as constellation. The Most High said that they're to divide the day from the night, and they're for signs, and they're for seasons. So guess what? I'm going to look up there, I'm going to learn about them, and I'm going to see what they mean. Check this out. The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 9. Which maketh Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south. Now listen to that. For everybody out there wanting to think Mr. Real Talk is a witch and a warlock and I'm evil. Well, guess what? Is the Most High evil for creating Orion? Is the Most High evil for creating Pleiades and the chambers of the south and Arcturus? How many of us ever even heard of Arcturus? Guess what Arcturus is? It's a constellation. But if I tell you, hey, I'm going to check out the constellations and to study the constellations, somebody out there will try to tell me that I'm evil and wicked. Not somebody. A lot of people out there will say, you know what? I'm unsubscribing from Mr. Real Talk. He's talking about stars. He's talking about constellations. Well, guess what? Are you going to unsubscribe to the Old Testament then? Are you going to unsubscribe to the Torah? Are you going to unsubscribe to the Tanakh? Because why is the Most High talking about Pleiades and Orion and Arcturus and chambers of the south? Meaning there's many more constellations, many more lights out there to study. Why is the Most High talking about it if he don't want to bring attention to it? Huh? Yeah. So the next time you want to call me wicked, well, you just think about why is the Most High bringing attention to these constellations. And Aquarius is just another constellation, another group of stars in the heavens. So you can get upset if you want to, but just realize you're not getting upset at me. You're getting upset at the Most High God. Okay? Now, let's turn to Job chapter 38. What else does he got to say? Job chapter 38. Let's check out verse 31, shall we? The waters are hid. I'm sorry. Job chapter 38, verse 31. Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Here, look, here he goes again, talking about these constellations. I thought these constellations was evil, Ak. Hey, Ak, this is sorcery, Ak. So is the Most High doing sorcery? Why does the Most High keep on talking about Pleiades? Why does he keep on talking about Orion? You do know that those are constellations, right? So why is the Most High keep talking about these things? Well, guess why? Because he keeps wanting to bring attention to it. He wants you to look at it. Look, would the Most High keep on bringing attention to something if he don't want you to look at it? And he told you. It's not like we pulling this out of thin air. Genesis 1:14 told you the lights in the firmament are for signs. Guess what that means, Hebrew? You're going to have to face the cold hard facts, whether you like it or not. Pleiades, the constellation of Pleiades, those are for signs, you guys. The constellation of Orion, those are for signs. The constellation of Aquarius, look, whether I like it, whether you like it, whether the bishop, the pastor, TD Jakes, whether who likes it, it really don't matter. Not if you love Yahawah, it don't matter. And on this channel, that's the one thing that we don't toe the line with. We don't play with. We don't straddle no fence. There's nothing to negotiate. And we will come down on you with both feet if you come over here trying to push another entity or another God. That's something that, you know what, I will be mean to you if you come over here. Other brothers over here, I love. Show enough. And that's why I'm on here right now trying to get you guys to see. We've been completely deceived, you guys. Pleiades, Orion, that other one we read about, Arcturus, whatever that long pronunciation name is, those are constellations. Aquarius is a constellation. And they got many other chambers out there. You guys, the Most High got names for all of his stars and constellations. You think that we actually know all the names? The book would be too big to read if all the names of the stars and the constellations was in the book, y'all. The book would never get finished because that's how many stars it is up there. The church has tricked us. And right now, you guys, I'm telling you, we are in the midst of a transition, and I know you guys can feel it. We are in the midst right now in the transition of the age of Aquarius. And believe it or not, there are some people who actually say that it literally begins tonight. Now look, some people say it took place months ago, weeks ago it started. Some people say it happens in a couple of weeks. Some people say that literally tonight is the first night of the shift. Either way, an age particularly generally lasts 2,000 to like 2,200 years. And you guys already know what the last 2,000 years of this earth has been like. You know what it's been like. We living in the aftermath and the results of it. So I'm telling you, the age that we are shifting into now, in the next 2,000 years, it's going to be totally opposite. And before we even get to 2,000 years, there are lots of things and lots of energies and lots of happenings that take place in any particular age. And see, this is why they always want to tell us not to look at the stars. Because if we look at the stars, right, what happens when we go back and see the last 2,000 years we was in the age of Pisces, right? So now we coming into the age of Aquarius. So They want to discourage you because what happens if you go back and you start backtracking? What happens if you get smart and you backtrack and you say, let me go back and trace the last time. Now, we just coming out of Pisces right now. But what happened on planet Earth the last time we was in the age of Pisces? See, that's the kind of shit they don't want you doing. What if you snap out of it and say, hey, I know we get ready coming to the age of Aquarius right now, but we've been in the age of Aquarius before. What happened on planet Earth the last time you see what I'm saying? They never wanted us to do that because you know what? Now they're asking for trouble now. Now all that kind of stuff that people say, oh man, this will never happen, that'll never happen. You in a new age now. Hebrews, get ready to start seeing things occur and take place. You're going to see things come forth like you've never seen it before. And we are just in the beginning of the transition. Imagine what it's going to look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And they wanted to discourage you from looking into these things because God forbid you actually snap out of it and realize that every single planet out there, every single star out there has a literal direct effect on this planet, on the animals, and on human behavior. God forbid you should realize that, Hebrew. God forbid. I'm telling you, time for the lies, that's over with. You coming into the age of Aquarius now. You guys, we get ready to be surprised with some of the things we're going to see from now on going forth. And you know what? This is going to be the time where, what a time to be alive. The age of Aquarius. And people can get mad all they want. You're not getting mad at me. You just don't understand what's going on. You don't understand it. But you know why? Those are the lingering effects of the age of Pisces. Lies have been able to thrive for the last 2,000 years, y'all. I'm talking to somebody out there right now, Hebrew. I'm talking to somebody out there right now. For the last 2,000 years, for the last age of Pisces that we've been in, lies have been allowed to thrive. The Most High's chosen people have been treated like dog crap. And now you get ready to go into the age of Aquarius. Things are getting ready to shift. Look, even some Gentiles out there know this. Because the Gentiles have been the whole time they've been telling you not to look at the stars. These niggas been studying the stars the last 2,000 years. They've been hiding shit from you, telling you this is evil, that's evil. They've been taking advantage of it the whole 2,000 years, reading the stars, studying the stars. That's why they got such a head start on you. And like I said, I know somebody out there right now, you're going to swear out what I'm saying is witchcraft. That's only because you're listening to the Catholics. I don't listen to the Catholics no more. I'm listening to the old ways. I'm doing my best to go back to the old ways. And guess what? In the old ways, King Solomon knew everything I'm saying to you guys right now. King Solomon would have been like, oh man, that's old. That's what King Solomon would have said. Oh, y'all don't know that? King Solomon knew this. David knew this. Daniel knew this. Our people knew this at one time, believe it or not. But because of the lies of the Catholics, Esau, because we were in the age of Pisces for the last 2,000 years. Look, for the last 2,000 years, Christ has ruled this earth. You let that sink in. You let that sink in. Oh my God. Oh my Yahawah. You guys, the Most High just brought this to me right now, fresh off the press. Listen to this. I told you guys the last 2,000 years we've been in the age of Pisces. Pisces is a fish. Has Christ not been ruling on this earth for the last 2,000 years? I know you guys see those Christian symbols, those Christian bumper stickers where in the middle it'll say Jesus, but it'll be inside the drawing of a fish. The Most High just brought that to me just now, you guys. I'm talking to somebody out there right now. You guys see bumper stickers. You see the drawing, the shape, the outline of a fish. I'm talking to somebody right now, and the Most High just brought that to me, y'all. You see the outline of a fish, and it will say Jesus inside of that fish. I'm talking to somebody. Now I get it. Now I get it. Do you guys see that out there? Have you guys not seen that sign, that drawing, the outline of a fish, and on the inside it says Jesus? That is symbolic, you guys, letting you know the age of Pisces. That's what we have been in for the last 2,000 years. And you guys, the Most High brought that to me right now as we on this live. I doubt that I could have gotten that from the Most High if we were not going into this kind of stuff. Because Pisces is a fish, and that's the age we coming out of right now. And that's why all the Christians got that fish sign. And you guys, do you guys know it's so many people out there on planet Earth that don't know why that Jesus is written inside of that fish? Now you know. Now I know, because of Pisces. Do you guys see? Somebody out there is getting this revelation right now. And you know what? I thank the Most High God that he gave that to me and that he allowed me to bring that forth. Because I know that ain't for everybody, but whoever needs to receive that revelation, they just received it right now. Just like I did. Just like I did. That is amazing. Oh my God. Oh my Yahawah. Oh my Yahawah. You see, this is interesting, you guys, because Pisces is a fish. So why is Jesus written on the inside of that fish? Because for the last 2,000 years, Jesus Christ has ruled this earth. Has he not? The age of Pisces, which is now leaving, and you coming into the age of Aquarius, the so-called water bearer, the water giver. Do you guys see that? And this ain't got shit to do with no damn witchcraft, y'all. That's the white man trying to run in your mind with his Roman Catholicism. Do you guys see this? Hey, y'all, this is deep right here, y'all. And you know what? This is the age of Aquarius at play. Our brains and our minds are going to grow exponentially in this times. J.I. Meadow says, late but on time. Keep bringing truth, fam. 100 content. Hey, Brother J.I. Meadows, good to see you, bruh. Brother J.I. Meadows says, seen plenty of them. King David says, Deuteronomy 4:19. The Most High told us he's sharing this with us. He want to just don't worship it and think it's some power boost like the woke committed here. Exactly, King David. Oh my God, you guys. This is absolutely amazing, you guys. I'm literally blown away right now. Do you guys know that right now, by this coming out right here on this live, believe it or not, you might not see it right now, but at some point, somebody's going to come across this live. If there's not somebody on this live right now, you're going to realize what we are a part of right now, what we are witnessing right now. The fact that we understand right now that the reason why Jesus is written inside of a fish, and this is all over the world, bumper stickers, posters, a fish, and Jesus is written inside of that fish. Because for the last age, which a general age goes from about 2,000 to 2,200 years, that's what the age is. And the last age we just came out of was the age of Pisces, which is a fish, which this last age was ruled by JC, by Christ. So guess what? The age of Aquarius. What God do you think is going to rule this age? You guys, you see where this is going, y'all? You guys, do you guys realize we living in real life, straight up prophecy right now? And that the age of Pisces has nothing to do with witchcraft. Get that stuff out of your head, Hebrew. Pisces is just a constellation, a group of stars that are at a particular point in the sky at any given time. That's all it is. That's all it is, you guys. None of this hocus pocus, spooky witchcraft, none of that stuff. It's merely a constellation. And clearly the Most High takes interest in constellations, or else he would not continue to mention them as he done. We already read the verses. If anybody's coming in here late, you guys, when this video uploads, go back and read so you can see. And we'll read this again. Job 38:31. Canst thou bindest the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? You notice he didn't just say, can you band the brightness of Pleiades? He said, canst thou bandest the sweet influences of Pleiades? You know what that's letting you know? that the stars, the constellations, Pleiades, and other constellations, they have influence on you. The Most High said, canst thou bindest the sweet influences of Pleiades? Yes, Pleiades can influence you. It does influence you. The lights in the heavens, the stars, look, the moon, the sun, the stars, all of them, they influence every single living being on planet Earth. And this ain't got nothing to do with no magic, no witchcraft. Because you guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to get slandered after this video because the majority of our people have not been able to break away from the Roman Catholicism. And I get it. That's why I love all of our brothers and sisters. I would never lash out at those brothers and sisters. I'm hoping that the Most High reveals to them what I see. And not just me. There's other brothers and sisters out there seeing it too. You know why? Because it's time for it. It's levels to everything. And you are shifting from the age of Pisces, from the fish age, from the age of Christ. And now you get ready to really find out what righteousness is all about. Okay? In the new age, the real new age, the age of Aquarius. And not new age like they're going to try to say, see, I told you, Mr. Real Talk said he's doing new age. An age is just a time. Just like 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of the one coming after. That's a new age. The age of Jacob is going to be different from the age of Esau. It's a new age. The old age has gone away. The age of Pisces, the age of the fish, the age of Christ. It's going out the door. And you know what? It's going to be only about the Most High and him only. You guys, with the Most High only Hebrews got boots on the ground doing the work we doing, you guys better believe within the next 2,000 years, the worship of Christ will be no more. You can see that right now. You guys can see, and we are helping usher that age in ourselves. Look what we doing to Christianity right now. Look what we doing to idols right now. We got one brother in Israel, Yahawah's portion. He got a channel named Smashing Idol. The Israelites are destroying the idol. You know why? Because that age is coming to an end. It's over. It's actually over, believe it or not, y'all. And we are literally shifting gears right now. That's why some of us are feeling ways that we've never felt before about all kind of things. It's a new age. And the next 2,000 years is going to be a new age. You guys, for the people who serve the Most High and him only, this is your time. This is your time, you guys. Time to shake those curses off, y'all. It's a new age now. Time to walk in the light now, y'all. Look, I'm about to read the lyrics to this song, Age of Aquarius, and I'm going to let you guys go because I got a lot of stuff I got to do, and I'm sure you guys got a lot of stuff you got to do. We knee deep in captivity, y'all. And many of us been in slavery all day. Some of us are going into slavery at night. Tonight. I just want to read these lyrics to you guys. Listen to this. Let me see. Where we at? Listen to this. And so you know what? I'm definitely gonna have to make more videos talking about this, right? Because this is something we got to start getting comfortable with talking about this kind of stuff. This is not evil. This is not witchcraft, okay? And for anybody that want to tell you, looking at the sun, the moon, and the stars and trying to piece together things that they are saying, the signs that they are showing you, if anybody tries to give you any flack, you go to the Torah, Genesis 1 and 14. The lights in the heavens in the firmament are for signs and seasons. So whenever I see the sun, the moon, and the stars moving funny, doing things, I know that those things are for signs as well as seasons, and I'm going to try to figure it out. I'm not going to say that's evil for trying to figure it out when God told me he gave it to me for signs. It's only evil when I start worshiping it. That's when it's evil. Those things are tools there to help us. King David says, look at nature. They're more connected with it and the Most High more than us. but we got more knowledge. Even when the moon, etc., act a certain way, the animals do to like wolves, birds, and so on. Facts, King David. You know what? And it's so crazy. You know that, the animals know that, but when we say that, oh, there's gonna be people out there who are gonna say that I'm into witchcraft, and because of what you just said, they're gonna say, yeah, King David is a sorcerer. They do not understand. Has nothing to do. But you know what? And they put a lot of this stuff in movies too. This is how it goes. A lot of people look at magic, but I heard this in the movie, and it's true. Somebody came from the future in the movie doing all this kind of stuff, crazy stuff, and they said, wow, this guy has magic. And he said, it's not magic. He said, magic is just science that you don't understand yet. That's what people would call magic. The fact that the moon, the stars, the sun have a direct effect on every living organism on earth. That's not magic. It's not witchcraft. That is actually science. But the church don't want you thinking like that. So the church tells you it's evil. And because we're afraid of the church, we believe them. But that shit don't work no more. We breaking the chains off, and we are coming into the age of Aquarius, and no one can stop it. King David says, why most animals survive serious weather events? Because the heaven and etc. be lining up a frequency they tap to, so they know when to move us. Oh, it's nothing, and caught up in it, unlike the animals. Facts, King David. Listen to the lyrics to this, y'all. And it's very short. Age of Aquarius, verse 1. When the moon is in the 7th house, and Jupiter aligns with Mars. That's what they say, right? And it says, then peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. Now, I want to ask you, where do you think they got that from, Hebrew? Obviously, they've been studying the stars. They've been studying the constellations. They've been studying the heavens. All of that stuff that they've been telling us, don't do this, don't do that. Don't look up at the stars. Don't try to study and try to figure that stuff out. That's evil. This is what they've been doing. And since they've been studying the stars, guess what they know that you don't know? Guess what they've been knowing that I didn't know? Guess what they've been knowing for the last 2,000 years? They've been knowing that the age of Pisces was going to end, and they've been knowing that 2,000 years after that, 2,000 years after Christ, they knew that the age of Aquarius would come, and they knew that when the moon is in the 7th house and the Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. You see that? And here's another part, the bridge to that song. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding, no more falsehoods or derisions, golden living dreams of visions, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Do you see that? They knew, the heathens knew that all those things that they just put in a song, that's what they saw when they did what? When they read the stars. I'm never going to let a Catholic or a Christian or a church person or a religious person tell me that it's evil to read the stars. Solomon knew how to read the stars. Daniel and the Hebrew boys knew how to read the stars. Ancient Hebrews knew how to read the stars. We the ones that don't know how to do it, and we're scared to death. I'm telling you, I ain't scared no more. And guess what? I'm gonna help somebody else out there not be scared. And you know what? I'm already letting you know, anybody who actually decides to not be afraid and to go look into this, and we gave all the biblical disclaimers and we brought it out in the Old Testament. The Most High keeps on mentioning these constellations. And Genesis 1:14 tell you the lights in the heavens are for seasons and signs. I'm never going to let anybody stop me from trying to figure that kind of stuff out no more. If you want to be scared, hey, go ahead. I'm not going to be mad at you, but I'm not scared no more. And you know why? The age of Aquarius is part of the shift. Look, everybody been talking about this so-called Great Reset, but they won't tell you exactly what it is and who it's for. It's for you. And it is the age of Aquarius. That's the real Great Reset. Everything I've just been telling you. Hazelwood says, probably from Enoch, books we will never see. Oh, yeah, hold up. I missed the comment. Hazelwood says, I believe that they have our books that they have kept hidden. That would be the only way that they would know this. Facts, Hazelwoods. They are too base to understand these things. Facts, Hazelwoods. Hazelwood says, probably from Enoch, books we will never see. Exactly, Hazelwoods. Hazelwoods, they got all of our books. And you guys, now you know what them damn book burnings was about. And see, you notice that them damn book burnings, they did a lot of damn book burnings in the age of Pisces, y'all. The last 2,000 years that Christ has been ruling, the age of Pisces. And I got to keep on saying this, y'all. This is not witchcraft. Stop thinking like a Catholic. You are not a slave no more. The age of Aquarius is freeing you from your captors, you guys. And knowledge will abound, understanding will abound, sympathy will abound, peace and love will lead the start. Do you guys see this? That song is a prophecy. And there's no way that they can know it like Hazelwood said. These people are too base. These people got your books, Hebrews. They got your books. But we in the age of Aquarius now, and the time for falsehoods is over. No more. The truth is going to come raining down. It's already started, y'all. And it's only going to get stronger. I can only imagine what the next 1,000 years on this earth is going to be like. What the next 2,000 years on this earth is going to be like. The truth. And you know what? And it would make sense. I'm just saying, nobody knows, right? But it would make sense for the Most High Yahawah to come to the earth during the age of Aquarius, would it not? Would it not make sense for the age of Esau to end as the age of Pisces is ending and the age of Jacob to begin as the age of Aquarius? This world is going right side up. Can you see this? I'm talking to somebody out there right now. And if you can't see what I'm saying, pray to the Most High for wisdom, okay? But that one thing you got to understand, Hebrew, because people are going to try to accuse me of leading people astray. They're going to say I'm a sorcerer, and they don't want you to look into this. I'm telling you, don't listen to them. You owe it to yourself to look into what I'm saying. If you don't want to look into what I'm saying, look into what God said. Genesis 1:14, and God said, the lights in the heavens are for signs and seasons. Forget what anybody else say. What did God say? And see, they can't run from that. Genesis 1:14, signs and seasons, lights in the heavens. Last I checked, Aquarius are lights in the heavens. Orion, lights in the heavens. Pleiades, lights in the heavens. And last I checked, when those lights in the heavens get into a particular position at any given time during humanity, it causes certain kind of events to take place. It causes people to move and act a certain kind of way. Has nothing to do with witchcraft. It's actually, that's real science for you right there. If you can receive that, Hebrew, and I pray that everyone can, because this is happening. We living in a transition. This is like, it's unreal, you guys, because all of us, we were born. If you're watching this video, you were born in the age of Pisces, but you are alive during the transition to another age, another world. Believe it or not, you're moving into a whole nother world right now. And it starts off spiritually. Everything shows in the stars. The whole story of humanity, including the Israelites, is right there. But they tricked you into making you think looking at Pleiades is evil. Looking at Orion, that's evil. Yeah, right. I'm not a Catholic and I'm not a Christian. And I'm not a slave no more. I've been freed, y'all. And I'm only getting started. And I know somebody out there gonna say, yeah, you're getting started with witchcraft. Well, guess what? Clearly, right now, you are not able to go where we're going right now. But nobody's stopping this train. This is the age of Aquarius. All falsehoods must be put to bed. And they will be put to bed through the power of the Most High God. Tav X, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Peace, blessings, love, and safety to the 12 tribes of Israel who scattered into all nations. Hebrew, I'm telling you right now, now is the time to meditate on them scriptures. Meditate like you never have on the Psalms. Send your prayers and your requests up to the Most High. Keep things at the forefront of your mind that you want to get accomplished, things that you want to get done, your righteousness that you're trying to gather closer to the Most High so that he can impart wisdom to you. Think about the spiritual power. Ask the Most High to give you spiritual power. We're moving into a new age now. You guys, at this point, nothing would literally surprise me about what the Israelites will be able to do from now going forward. I really see our power coming to the forefront. I really see the Most High coming back in the earth, showing signs and wonders like we couldn't believe, y'all, because we was in an age where those things were not being done. But now we coming into another age, a new age. Do you guys see this out there? I pray that you do. Tav X, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. I hope somebody was edified out there, and I know that somebody out there, you feel what I'm saying in your spirit, and you've been fearful of looking into these things because you've been told it's evil. Ain't nothing evil about Pleiades, Orion. Ain't nothing evil about Aquarius. Those are lights. Those are signs in the heavens for signs and seasons. Lights in the firmament for signs and seasons, you guys. Genesis 1:14. Aquarius is nothing but Genesis 1:14 in motion. It's time to take our power back, you guys. And you know what? Maybe this will be the age where we can actually see a brother or a sister call down fire from heaven on top of our enemies and take them out. No mercy. All praises to the Most High God. I love y'all. Like this video, comment, share, and subscribe, Hebrews. And trust me, this will not be the last video on this topic, because this is what time it is. This is what time it is, Hebrew. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.